All right, guys, so I know I'm in kind of a silly mood today, but this is a fun topic, so let's talk about it. So here's what the deal is. It's summertime right now. You're getting ready to go on vacation, and the question that came in was, what do I need to do for the Jura coffee machine to prep it before I go on vacation? All right, so let's run down those things to do. Please watch this. Okay, the number one thing to do on the list is take it with you. Yeah, that's right. A Jura coffee machine is a great companion on vacation, especially if you're driving. You can empty the water tank, empty the coffee grounds, empty all the beans, dry this thing out, and it will travel really nicely. Just take it easy on the corners so you don't roll the coffee machine over in the back of the car. Pack all the bags and stuff around it. They make great companions, especially the micro series are really good out on the road. Okay, number two. Here's what I need you to do. If you decide not to take it with you, go ahead and remove the water filter. Okay, so just pull it straight out of the tank. And you are going to take that water filter and put it in a pitcher of water and put it in the fridge. I'm sorry, what? Why would we do that? All right, so here's what happens. If you empty the water tank in the Jura coffee machine out before you go on vacation, your whole machine is gonna dry out from the outside in. It dries out like inward. When you get back, you will have left, no matter how small, a layer of encrusted scale inside the machine, and we don't want you to do that. It would be better to leave water in the machine. A couple of reasons why. It'll be easier to prime and won't leave that weird residue on the inside. So just go ahead and take that filter out, which we don't want to mildew, and either discard it, or if you want to save it, you can put it in a vessel and put it in the refrigerator, and that will keep it from mildewing badly for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. Then, next thing I need you to do is leave chlorinated water in the water tank. We don't want the water tank to turn into an aquarium, which it will, of course, after several days of stagnant water. Especially if it's unchlorinated, it's going to do that. So dump it out, fill it with some just regular old tap water, unfiltered preferably. Now we're going to run this in the machine just while we're on vacation. All right, number 4, and this is more like every day, but I'm always surprised at how many people forget and leave. Don't leave coffee in the machine for too long, right? Like I always tell people, if you're leaving for the weekend, be sure to empty the coffee machine grounds out, because that would be like essentially 3 days where your machine has got wet coffee grounds in it. It's definitely going to mildew a little bit at that point, and we just don't want to release spores inside the machine at all if possible. So go ahead and dump the coffee grounds. This is a great time to give the drawer and tray and grid and all that stuff a wash. All right, so this one is also not so controversial. Go ahead and remove all of the whole coffee beans in the top of the machine. Why, you might ask? They're just fine there. Yes, but we never want to expose coffee to the air. When air is exposed to the coffee, it oxidizes it and it immediately loses flavor. So wrap that bag up tight, preferably run the machine out of coffee before you leave, and you're all set for vacation. Here is another great way to store your coffee machine while you're out on vacation, and that is book service with us. If you've been putting off some kind of a repair, or your machine is leaking, you're having an error code, or any of those common signs that it's time to get your machine in for service, like that video that I made earlier, this would be a great opportunity to service it. Right now, our turnaround times are approximately 2 weeks. So if you were to get your machine in now, we could have it done in a 2-week time frame. Great. Go ahead and contact us. We'll give you an estimate, free troubleshooting, and of course, we'll help you do all of these things that we just talked about in terms of firing up your machine after vacation. All right, so you've been to Acapulco, you've been to, I don't know, Antarctica, and now you're back and it's time to set up the coffee machine. Go ahead and dump out the water that you had in the tank. Go ahead and remove that filter from the fridge, tuck that filter back in, fill the tank with water, add fresh coffee beans, and you should be in business. You may need to run one fill system thing while you're doing it, just to, in fact, hit the hot water button and let water run all the way out. Flush all that old water out until you've got new water throughout the machine, and you should be good.